Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl Tanya, Lady T, and yes, you have stopped by my channel where I love sharing my passion for fashion. Well, y'all know I normally don't do a whole lot of like opinionated or type videos because I try to keep this channel very light and just again show my passion for fashion and cooking and that type of thing. But I did want to just stop by and just do this video because it's really been pressing me and it's been vexing me, and I just want to know what y'all think. The topic I want to talk about is telling lies. I'm gonna be straight up with you. It seems like the older I get, and whether you're old, young, whatever, I just don't have a tolerance for people who just constantly tell unnecessary lies. I mean, I could see if there was a reason for you telling a lie. You want to possibly protect someone's feelings, whatever the case may be. No lie is a good lie. A lie is just a lie. And I am finding myself with this particular female that here lately, it's almost like everything she say, there's some type of falsehood attached to it. And so, as a Christian, I'm trying to, try to correct the person, giving them the opportunity to out themselves, but they don't even take that opportunity. So it's almost like, okay, I can either continue to fake the funk with her and pretend like, okay, did I really just hear that? Or should I just go ahead on and just snip and cut it loose and just be, look, sure, I love you, but you got to work on, telling these unnecessary lies. They just don't make any sense. And what I'm talking about, and I just want to be very candid here. Let's say you're talking to a person, and let's say everyone in your circle or that you may be mutual friends with, they got invited to a house party. Let's just say that, for instance. And I'm being told about this house party or this gathering or this gala or whatever, get together, and I particularly did not go because for whatever reason I was tired, didn't want to go, had to work, whatever the situation is. So I'm already opted out, so I don't know the goings on of this gala. Okay, so through conversation, you're talking with a friend that might be a mutual friend of whoever hosted the party, and they say, "Oh, girl, Tanya, I can't believe you didn't come to the party, girl. We just had a good time. It was good fun, food, fellowship, and Sister whatchamacallit, her house is fabulous," or whatever. Okay, so then you run into another friend. Now, this is the one that always is telling lies and swatting flies. She happens to be telling you about this same gala event that she went to. So I'm, talking to this individual, and they're telling me about it. And you say, "Oh yeah, I talked to so and so, and she was also advising me, that the party was wonderful and y'all had the best time." And so the person said, "Well, who'd you say?" And you said, "Well, oh, so and so." "Oh yeah, I know her, but she wasn't at the party. Matter of fact, I was there all night because I helped to host and I helped to, make sure everybody stayed with their snack foods and whatever." And so me, when I'm put in a position like that, I'm like, "Oh, okay, well then I must have been mistaken." But I know I won't mistaken. It's just a simple fact that this person that told me that they was at that party didn't know that I probably had some friend across town, a friend in common. And so I guess sometimes people think when you're a Christian and they know that you're very active in your church, they automatically assume that you don't communicate or you don't do anything outside of the four walls of that church. So they don't think you go to the movies. They don't think you might go and catch a nice jazz session. Listen, I'm a Christian, but God said we can have life and have it more abundantly. So I don't sit around in my house and just read my Bible and all that. Now I do that, but that's not the only thing I do. How are we to tell the goodness of God if we're inside of our homes? No, I get out there. I enjoy my salvation. I don't know about any of y'all. I do. I enjoy my salvation. I listen to all different kinds of music. My salvation in God is sealed, and ain't nothing's gonna change that. I have said it many times. God, there ain't nothing God won't forgive you for. He just won't forgive you for the blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, of the Holy Ghost. So that, my salvation is sealed. But now, do I want to continue on in sin? Absolutely not. I try to clean up my act on a day-to-day basis. But anyway, getting back to this female that's always telling unnecessary lies. Now I asked the question, what was the purpose of telling that lie? And like I said, as older I get, I say I don't have time for that type of foolishness, and I just rather not deal with you because it's unnecessary. And so this again, this same female, I can just run into anybody on any given day and talk about something. And then again, here this person is. They always talk about something, but there's always some type of falsehood attached to everything she says. And it's very annoying because I'm thinking now, we ain't in high school anymore. And heck, I'm even out of college now. And I'm thinking, at 41, are you serious? I mean, really, are you serious? Is it that important that you have to pump yourself up to be bigger than what you really are? Because guess what? I ain't got nothing but love for you. I love you whether you driving a dune buggy or a Mercedes or whatever people in society deems to be a luxury car, whatever. Because guess what? As long as you're healthy, food on your table, roof over your head, I could care less. I mean, I ain't one of them type of people. You know, I say it many a times. You can't beat being me. God created me. He made me the way I look, my features, my nose, everything. I'm not the most beautiful woman in the world, but I'm not the ugliest either. But even in that, you can't beat being me. I can't beat being you. So guess what? Be you. Stop trying to go out and put up these facades that you're this and you're that, and then you attach all these falsehoods so that you can seem like you're in the know, or you're in the you're in the clique, or you're in the entourage. Come on now, come on, enough of that, enough of that. But like I said, I'm gonna have a conversation with this person, and I'm gonna just politely and tactfully tell them, look, if you gonna talk to me, I deal in truth. And if you don't have anything to add to the conversation and it's gonna be truth, then don't keep your mouth shut. I mean, it's just as simple as that. But like I said, you all know what I'm talking about, or I hope that you understand what I'm saying when I'm talking about people who tell unnecessary lies. I mean, just so blatantly. And it's not that I'm going to run down whether you telling the truth, or I'm not going to run down and find out whether you're telling a lie. It just happens to happen. Just like I was just saying, the scenario, where you have a friend in common, and the person that's telling you the lie don't realize you have a friend in common, and they done already told you all these lies. And then when you really talk to somebody else who you know is a person of integrity and a person of good character, they tell you, well, no, that ain't what happened now, and no, she won't even there. So it's almost like I get so irritated. It's like sometimes I want to go back to her and say, now why did you come up to me and tell me that you was at this party and you really won? And so that's what I'm saying. Every time something happens concerning this person, this is how I find out things. Just through simple conversation. Not, oh yeah, was so and so really there? No. This other lady was talking about how wonderful the party was, and then I said, oh well, yeah, I missed it, but yeah, so and so, she told me about the party and told me how well it went and how beautiful things. And then the other person said, oh well, I don't remember seeing her there, and I was there helping to host and help serve and make sure the food and the drink stayed, replenished. And I said, oh, okay, well, maybe she was talking about something else. So, I have to play it off like that. Because, see, I don't want to get in a he said, she said, or, I don't like to put myself in the middle or in a position where there's going to be some type of discord or conflict. So I said, okay, what I'm going to do is the next time I'm dealing with this individual, and the next time I It happens. Because there's a whole lot of things that we can allow in our inner space. Because there's just some things or some people I'm just not going to fool with. I'm going to, hey, how you doing? And keep it moving. Because once a person shows you who they are, you better believe it. I'm serious. I mean that. When they show you who they are, you better believe what they say. And you better know that that's who they are. But anyway, that's just something that has really been on my spirit. And I just pray that God help me deal with this individual. That it's not something that where I'm trying to get her told, but it's a teachable moment that, you know, the devil is the father of lies. God told us who the father of lies is. And I'm going to tell you, if you look up the word lie or falsehood or untruth, look at all the attributes that are birthed from telling a lie, whether it be a small one or a big one. Read the definition of a lie and look at everything and all the attributes. I did that one time for jealousy. I was trying to help a friend of mine. She was dealing with jealousy, you know, whatever. And I showed her, I said, look at the word jealousy. And you go into the dictionary or you can go out on encyclopedia, whatever, and look at all the attributes of that word jealousy. And then whatever jealousy begets, look up that word. So it's like it branches out into all kinds of ugliness. And so that's what I wanted to just say. You know, I know you wonderful divas and men out there are not telling lies. But anyway, just think about that. When you tell a lie, you're giving life to a falsehood, and it can destroy. It can cause people to not even want to be around you. It can cause people to change their thought process about you. They might laugh and hee hee ha 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 with you, but then as soon as you leave their presence, they're like, I don't even believe. So you, in other words, you've just been dismissed. But anyway, y'all, tell me what you think about that, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to pray about things. God said, I always think about things. Okay, He's told me before I make a decision on doing anything, pray about it and meditate on it for 3 days. But like I said, today was just like one of them days. I'm like, come on now, is this really necessary? And like I said, this person does it all the time. Just little bitty stuff. And I will sit around and I'll be like, why? I mean, why? It almost makes me examine myself. Do I present that type of a presence that you feel like you got to puff yourself up or make yourself feel like that you're part of this group and that group? Because guess what? Let me tell you. Now, when we were in high school and all that, because we're trying to learn who we are, we're trying to establish our identity, and we do want to be part of this crowd and that crowd. But guess what? After you get to a certain age, guess what? I know how to come home, cross my legs, and enjoy Tanya. That's one thing I learned. After I got out of that long relationship and I was single for almost 10 years and I gave my life to Christ, God truly showed me you will never be alone. Yes, we are created for relational type relations. God is a relationship God. But I learned how to enjoy Tanya. I learned how to take Tanya out to dinner. I learned how to go shopping by myself. Well, I always knew how to do that. But yes, I enjoy my salvation. I enjoy the goodness of God. I brag on Him every opportunity I get. So there's no need, because everything I need is in Him. So there's no need for me to lie and stretch and exaggerate. No, why? What's the point? So anyway, sorry y'all, I had to get deep on y'all today. But tell me what you think about that. And again, be an encouragement and a source of encouragement to your friends and family out there. Don't lie. It's not even necessary. Why? But anyway, with that, y'all have a fabulous and blessed week. Peace be with you. God bless. Bye.